Hello and welcome to a tour of my 4-year-old world. It is a very long tour, I must give you a warning, probably about 40 minutes, but let's get started, shall we? Spawn, yes, this looks very different to the last time I did a tour, but it has changed quite a bit. It now has one theme and one theme only. It is mostly built by me. There is a building behind me that isn't built by me. I'll show you that in a minute. This is supposed to be a welcome building. It is definitely not a welcome building, and I have no idea what's happened to that map. It seems someone's destroyed it. I'm not going to show everything, because otherwise this will literally be about 2 hours, and nobody got time for that. But yeah, this is like a Congress building, I'm pretty sure. Something political. I know that. It very much looks like a US political building. And then right across from it, you have Weatherspoons, of course. Of course, you have a Weatherspoons across from a political building. I'm actually pretty proud of this building because, like, I figured out the bar quite well. I think it looks really nice with the slab and then the upside down stair. It looks good. Also, I need to change the flooring because that's not Weatherspoon's flooring. Then we have a nightclub, which I'm pretty sure the lighting's broken. Yeah, it is. Oh, I'm not going to stay in here for too long. It looks cool when it's on, but I'm not going to bother to fix that because it breaks every time I go out of chunk. Then we have the bank, which is very different to the bank that was originally here that is now moved. That's a long story. Also, what the hell is that? Why is there a zombie's arm sticking through the bank? But whatever, I based it a lot of the GTA 5 bank, like the clock thing. But yeah, I really like this building, to be totally honest. It has a really cool design. Definitely didn't take me about 40 different attempts to do. And we also have, yeah, Trump Tower. I'm not a Trump supporter. My friend decided it'd be funny to call it Trump Tower. And that's what happened here. It is a very nice building. Very, very nice building. Very nice interior. And the upstairs, yet again, there's not much upstairs in these buildings. If, like, they're supposed to be lived in, yeah, there's just not going to be anything there. Because who's got time to continuously build rooms that look identical to the other? Then we have the police station that looks more like a 5-star hotel. I have no idea what's going on here. I decided I'm going to make this police station look really nice. Here's the living quarters. And then here's a place that looked more like a Chinese factory than a police station. I don't know what the hell's going up there. There's no lighting or nothing. But right, the most recent building that I've built, that I've completed, is this one. The mayor's office, which I'm actually pretty proud of. It looks quite clean, to be totally honest. I do like the andesite for the floor. I think it's andesite. I don't know. I get confused with the site buildings. Site buildings? The site blocks. But I really am happy with this building. I like just the whole design of it. But we're now going to move on to what was originally here. Ham 2. Yes, there was another ham, and that's where it originally was. We decided, or I decided, that I wanted to build on Spawn because, well, it's my world and I can do whatever I want. But no, let's just skip over that. This is a very interesting looking thing over here. Very colourful with a lot of concrete. You have a hostel slash hotel. It was a hotel originally. It's now a hostel. I don't really know the difference. There's bunk beds. I don't know. I'm not going to question. Then you have a supermarket, which I find it really interesting because you have gold leggings pointing you to upstairs. I'm so confused. I'm really not going to question it. Then we have B-Tech My Weatherspoons, the gem on the hill. I think it looks similar to mine. I'm not going to question it. The person that built it maybe just took inspiration from mine, which is fair enough. Again, there's nothing upstairs in these buildings because seriously, who has time for upstairs in buildings? Because no one's ever going to go in them. Then we have a bus station, which I give it to them. The paintings look very nice. And then we have a white bus. I don't know where this world's supposed to be. You'll see later in the video. It's a combination of like London and New York. I don't think either has white buses, but I'm not gonna question it. Ham is a very interesting place. Then we have a pickaxe, which we'll come back to in a minute. We have a post office here, which, yeah, fair enough. It's a post office. There's not much else to say on this building, really, is there? You can post your imaginary posts to your imaginary friends, which they don't exist because half of them left the world. Probably because I kidnapped their land and don't really do anything. We also have the Comic book store from The Simpsons, which I think this is the best building in Ham. It really is, probably because it's in The Simpsons. Also, what the hell is this mannequin pointing at? What are you looking at? I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. Then we have another bank. This is what the bank that over there used to look like, and obviously I took the land. I don't want to change the sign. Yeah, I do not want to do that. But it's incredible on like the interior or just the buildings themselves, how differently they look. Obviously, oh, what the? Okay, I just phased through a door. That's fun. I'm not gonna question that. But it is incredible when you have different people, how different the world will look if you go about 100 blocks. But yeah, it's a very nice building. Then we have this Shelby's. It's a Canadian kebab shop. I don't really know the context of this. I just know it's called Shelby's, and it sells kebabs. I don't know much else about that. But yeah, this is pretty much Ham 2. There's not much else going on. You have some flowers over here. This is Ham, which is cool. It's a bit tricky to see because like who's going to be on the hills, but fair enough. Then we have the pickaxe that used to be a diamond pickaxe until we stole the diamonds because we're funny. But oh well. Right, now on to Spanish Yoda, I guess. Okay, I'm also including my snowy thing that I only work on at Christmas. There's just a random church here. Every year I stop working on this because it's no longer Christmas. This was built in 2023 Christmas, and I built the mountains and nothing else. And then I got a PC last year, so I wanted to test out RTX, so I built a church because they have cool windows. That's literally the whole reason this building exists, so I can test RTX. That was the whole point of the building. The only building that's been built in this Christmas area. And then you go over here, and it's really amusing because now you have Spanish lands. You go from very, very cold things, but I don't know. Also, I built like a icy cave. It reminds me a lot of Superman's Fortress of Solitude. I'm gonna finish it and probably make it like that, which I don't know how I'm gonna do because there's not a lot of room in here to do that. But I'll manage it. Probably knock a few walls down. There's just a lot of random projects that I just randomly take on when I'm bored. This is one of them, and it somehow looked like the Fortress of Solitude. I don't know what's going on. But back to the Spanish Yoda thing. Yeah, there's a lot of context in this world that cannot be explained in this video, because otherwise it's about 4 hours long. But there is a Spanish part of Yoda, and you have a bullfighting ring here, which I have to say is probably one of the nicest buildings in the world. The design of this is sick. Right, if we go up here, just look at this. This is so cool, and it's not even a tutorial on the internet. It's actually class. I have to give it to I'm not gonna say their names because I'm sure they don't want their legal name doxed on YouTube. We'll get over to that weird UFO thing in a bit. Just ignore that. Pretend you didn't see it. We also have a stadium built by the same person. I got mad at him, turned it to pink. I don't know why. This is the context of this world. Whenever I get mad with people, I just mess with their things. It's so random. I don't know why I turned it pink, but whatever. Like, this area is just genuinely nice. Like, look at this. Look, there's a swimming pool and some random bamboo, which I also hate bamboo, but that's a whole different thing. And then a mansion, and then the UFO you're supposed to ignore. There's a random mansion on the hill with end stone as the floor. I don't know. The building choices in this world sometimes really puzzling, but then they look really nice anyway. So it's like, hey, you do you, I guess. And then we have a very, very old map. Jesus, this is very old. Yeah, how old is that? I don't know. I'm not even going to question it. Right, now where do I go from here? I think, I'll show you the iron farm. Probably the ugliest iron farm you'll ever see. You have netherrack and stone and a bit of cobblestone. And it doesn't even produce much iron. But now I'm going to show you, after I show you these villagers, oh look, they're stuck. Now I'm going to show you main area. This is probably the most chaotic area in this world. Like, I'll show you why in a minute. But already from the start, it looks so chaotic. You have houses everywhere. You have a random water wall over there. You have another portal that's way too big. Like, I don't know. When I started the world, I thought that's the size of Neverport. I don't know. Don't question it. You have another church. This church used to be a train station, but for some reason I made it look like a church. So I was like, hey, this train station isn't in use anymore. So it's a church. Like, I'm not even religious, so I don't know why there's so many churches in this world. It's very random, but they're just here. I think there's 3 of them. Yeah, you'll see another one later on the Mushroom Island. But here we have YDL closure. Basically, I used to go around other people's worlds and troll them, and I don't know. I called it the YDL, Yoda Defense League, and one of the people that created another world, their house was in the wild side, decided to put them there. I don't know why I'm giving you these context, but here we have Gold Farm. The old Gold Farm, very old Gold Farm. This is someone's base. I have no idea what's going on down here. It's a complete mess, like most things. Look, there's just, like, I don't know. I really, really don't know. But if we just go up here, right, this is where it gets interesting. Because I want you to guess which house is mine. We're going to go over to the biggest one over here, which is probably the nicest. Actually, we'll go over to the pyramid first, because I'll include this in the main area. This is another political building, you know, because so many political buildings are needed in a Minecraft world. So many times has this been burnt down, it's ridiculous. Also, what's going up there? I'm not even questioning it. But, like, oh my god, the world's nearly burnt down like 4 times because of this area. But this is also where my profile picture on my channel has been taken, but it's slightly been changed. It's not identical to my profile picture, but oh well. I do apologize for waffling. I don't know what you're supposed to do in these tour videos, but oh well, we're just waffling about the context of everything. And then we have, like, my oldest project. I think this is my oldest project. Yeah. Just a random end city. I don't know why. It was supposed to be humongous. And then I realized, oh wait, this is, like, not going to be used like everything else, because it's a Minecraft. There's, like, you build just for the fun of it, but oh well. Like, what's happened here? The stairs are broken. Someone's robbed my build. This is why. This is why you can't have nice things. This is why I never work with... Look, someone stole the floor. What is happening? I'm so confused. Right, I got sidetracked, but back to the guessing game. Right, we're going to go to the biggest house, and then we're going to go to the medium house, and we're going to go to the smallest house, and you decide which one's mine. Right, this is the biggest one here. It is a very nice house. Very, very nice house. Obviously, I'm going to... random mycelium. I don't know why mycelium's there, but sure. Right, this house is the oldest structure in the world, I think. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's the first thing that got fully constructed. So it's a very, very old thing. I would go into the basement, but I'm going to show you there's allies, and they'll follow me, and I don't want to let the allies out. So I'm not going to go into the basement. It's completely trashed anyway. That's why there's allies down there. Because I was like, hey, this basement's trashed, so I'm going to put these annoying blue things that fly in there. And then we have this house. This house has gone through so many reconstructions. There's just a version of it up in one of my villages. There's just a random nether, and then Barry the polar bear. It's completely random. It has to be the most random structure in the world. There's a McDonald's in its basement. Like, you can't get more random than this. Like, you have a McDonald's with a bowling alley in your basement, and then you have Barry the polar bear, and then you also have the nether next to the Barry the polar bear. They used to have a Strider, but it disappeared. I don't know where. Now the smallest house. Or, is there any more houses? There's a house over there, but I think it's burned down. Or sort of. I can't be asked to go over there. Right, this is the smallest house. And if you said the smallest house is mine, you'd be correct. Yes, this is my house. It's, to be fair, it's got signs that it is my house, because it's got flipping ores everywhere. There's diamond ore in the wall. Right, now you're probably wondering, why the hell has this guy got diamond ore in his walls? Well, if we go over here, which we have some glass. And if we look at the glass, there's a big hole. A very big hole. And now, that looks very large. But if we go down these stairs, that large hole now looks like, this is, this isn't even the whole of it. Here we are. Yeah. Now you get why I get offended when people say I don't like this game. Wow, I'm just critical on updates. Yeah, no, I'm a very big fan of this game. Like, this is over 2 million... No, actually about 3 million blocks mined, by the way. There's supposed to be an ocean over there. Like, in this big pit of a hole, there's going to be an ocean. I have the most random projects of all time. And, there's houses in my house. This is my basement. I have literal houses in my house. This is... Like, if you counted, I can't even. This is just so ridiculous. Like, you look at people with their silly 100-day worlds, and they go, wow, that's incredible. And then you look at this, and you go, what the fuck is this? Why is it? Look, there's just a massive iron golem. That's also, it also has a water park in it. The village has a water park. And then it has some skyscrapers in it as well. Or half a skyscraper. I wouldn't call this a skyscraper, actually. It's a high-rise. Yeah, even then it's a bit generous. There's some villagers trapped back there. I have no idea. But I take my buildings very seriously. As you can see, there's leaves everywhere in these buildings. Because design, you have to be the best designer in your own world. If people try to beat you, then you have to build structures 50 times bigger than they'll ever build. Now, which would you say is my storage room? You probably wouldn't say it's the smallest building here, would you? With how much I've mined. Well, if we jump down this water elevator, if it lets me, just watch the middle coordinate over there. -10, -20, -30, -50, or 40, -50, and -56. There's a villager down here, I don't know why. But this whole place is my storage room. Yes, I have a storage room down to -56. It's complete. This storage room, by the way, can contain over 7 million blocks. The fact that I have to count get a big enough storage room for 7 million blocks is insane. Also, this random building that I used to turn villagers into zombies, but then someone broke it because everyone breaks everything in this world, and it's really annoying. Also, you have the screecher thing here. It's cool. What's going on with this guy? Why has he got glasses? Wait, hang on. What book are you selling? Efficiency 3. That's just a mockery. But now we're going to move on to, well, skyscrapers. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This is probably one of the most important buildings built by the same guy that built like the Spanish buildings. This is a massive, and I mean massive, furnace area. Like, look at all these furnaces. It's been very important for the amount of glass I've used over the years. Great building, top 10 building. Right, we have an IKEA over here. Now, this is probably the, I want to say the 7th oldest building. We're in the 7th oldest building, you would say there's an interior. But guess what? There isn't. This is just every mega structure I build, there's just no interior. Because when you build mega structures, the key to success is build them so large that people go, hey, wow, that's impressive. How did you do that? So then people won't bother to look inside because you've built something really impressive on the outside. So who gives a shit about the inside? Right, you've just seen my stadium, but we'll just ignore that, pretend you didn't see that. You have a tube station here with no backing on it. Because, yet again, I'm clever and take on things that I get bored of. Like, look at all the shop space that I have. There's a Greg's with no signage. I don't know what's going on here. Also, banners are broken in RTX. I'm not going to question it. Here you have a H&M, and it seems to have been robbed. Boots, for some reason. I don't know why there's a Boots. Oh, it is turning nighttime. Right, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to do a funny transition, you know. Oh, it is now day. Yay, I won't get blown up by creepers. Right, we're now going to go into quite possibly the most silliest structure I think I've ever built. Or yet, as I will show you in a bit. This stadium is completely insane. This is the most insane building I've actually finished. There's probably, I don't know, maybe 200,000 blocks. Nah, actually, 100,000 blocks worth of materials in this. Maybe 150. Like, this is completely bonkers. This is bonkers for creative. And then you walk out here, right? We're going to go to the door. The door's all the way up here. Like, look at this thing. It's humongous. And I'm building something far bigger than this that I'll show you in a bit. And then look at the skyline. Like, this is insane. Alright, also, I built like a massive glass viewing area, which we're going to fly over to now. Which is probably the coolest part of the stadium, even though, like, it's just massive. So it's just cool anyway. But this is the only building that I've actually bothered with interiors, I would say, to like a real high scale that's like of this size. Because, like, it's just, you don't, as I repeated from earlier, like, you don't need to put epic interiors on buildings this size, but I did. And I really like it. You usually have a cool view here, but RTX decided no. Instead, you're going to get a blue screen. Wow. I'm so happy. We're now going to go over to the skyscrapers, which you've probably been staring at your screen going, surely this guy's cheating. I promise you, I'm not cheating. Or you actually would have seen the village and you were like, oh no, this guy's just mentally insane. Alright, we're going to go over here first. This is a cinema that was a shopping center, but is now a cinema. I don't know. It has a bunch of cactuses on its roof. It's one of the most, like, interesting buildings in the world because, like, it has cactuses on the roof and it's a cinema. And it looks like a cinema in the inside. So it's completely random, but I really like the building. 10 out of 10 to the person that built it, or Skippy Gaming as they call themselves. But they don't upload videos because they're fraudulent. Then we have the most ugliest plane I think I've ever seen, and I can say that because I built it, and I won't offend some random person, and they'll be like, oh, how dare you, but no, I can't offend myself, can I? Or actually, I could, but I don't know what I'm waffling on about. We go up to the plane. The interior is far better than the outside. The outside is horrific. I need to get rid of it. It's just here because it's so old. It's like, I think it's 3.5 years old. Like, when structures get that old, you just want to leave them. But good God, this thing is ugly. Like, the interior is cool. And the view's cool as well. But, yeah, no, this needs to go. This was, like, somewhere else. And then the person got angry, so I had to move it here. Like, it looked far nicer where it originally was. But the person threatened to blow up the whole world. So it's like, oh, I have to move that. Alright, well, we'll go to that villager face in a bit. Because that's a really amusing building. But we're going to start in the Empire State Building, which does have floors. I did actually do a live stream where I filled all the floors. There's probably like 20 floors, but there's no staircase to get on those floors. Because, well, everyone should have elytras at this point, and if you don't, you're a peasant. Definitely not, yeah, someone died in the wild recently and they lost their elytra. I don't know. Right, if we go up here, right, we have some skyscrapers with no interiors. Yay! I'm probably mildly infuriating a bunch of people watching this. I'm like, how dare you? You should make interiors to every building. Look, man, I get bored. When you build structures this size, you get bored and you go, I want to move on to the next one. And then you have an idea for another skyscraper, so that's what you do. And then you get bored of it because it's a skyscraper, and then you go, oh, I have another idea for a skyscraper, so then you build another skyscraper. So then you end up with a bunch of skyscrapers, like in real life, that have no interiors. Because, fun fact, most skyscrapers of this size, well, they probably don't have interiors because, well, no one can afford to put the interiors in because they're probably charging way too much. This is probably one of the nicest skyscrapers I built. Probably because of RTX again. I don't know, RTX makes everything look nicer, but when this is done, it's probably gonna be one of the nicest buildings in the world. Like I just like what I did with the floors. Of course, I'm gonna say I like my own building. Actually, no, I just shit on the plane. But whatever. Right, well now we're just gonna fall down here because I can. Right, now we're actually gonna show you the Twin Towers. Yes, I built the Twin Towers because it seems everyone that gets really far into a world has to build the Twin Towers. I don't know why. Right, there is 2 floors out of 40 floors over both. Oh, there's just a hole there. I don't know what's going on there. They have an interior. This is 1. It has carpet. Wow, and this is 2. This is the Primark floor. Of all things, I don't know why Primark. And again, it seems they've been robbed. I don't know what's going on. It seems everyone's robbing random buildings for armor. Definitely, like, I just couldn't be asked. I forgot to show you this. This is my training grounds. The team that played in the arena or the stadium is called Charson because I'm so creative, right? And yeah, just massive training grounds. The stadium is completely ridiculous. Right, now we're going to go to the skyscraper with no back on it. Because, yeah, again, I got bored. This one actually has an interior, like, as you walk in. Which is very impressive, just the size, right? Because you're going to think, hey, no, this doesn't have interior. Look, there's a restaurant to one side, and there's a casino. A casino in a Minecraft world? Yes. There's just, why? There's just random... I don't know why I did this. I thought it was funny. And then you have a restaurant over here, which, again, looks very nice. See, I'm just putting on RTX so, like, people can't call my building shit. Because that's what you do, right? When you think, okay, maybe some of my buildings look bad, we'll stick on RTX. And everything will look top tier. I'm also like doing it for other people's buildings because I don't know, some in this world look questionable. That's enough on that topic. Right, there is one more skyscraper behind us, which has the gold farm, which basically runs the entire world. Without the gold farm, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this because, well, I'd have had to go through, I think, about 300 netherite pickaxes to get all the blocks I've mined, which is completely insane, right? So this is single-handedly the most important structure in the game, in the world. This gold farm, look, it produces gold. It's also my food source because I have golden carrots. But no, this is insane. I don't know why I designed it like this because like it sort of looks nice, but at the same time it also looks terrible. But then you go up here and it looks like a complete mess because I didn't use a tutorial to this because I've done this gold farm so many times. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it myself. And then we have an iron farm that one of my friends broke because he forgot that Java works different to Bedrock, and it was a complete mess, and I got very angry. Now we're gonna go over to one of the strangest buildings in the world. This was home to the Mending Man. The Mending Man was the longest living villager, which he no longer is because, I don't know, a husk somehow got in during a raid and he died. And it was a great tragedy, and it seems I'm stuck in this random hole. Right, but this is at home to New Mending Man. There's also a version of my friend's house that I showed you earlier that like in here. I don't know why, I thought it was funny. But here's Mending Man in a cage. And here's a memorial to the original Mending Man. Literally every villager like ever in this world came from Mending Man, so it's a great tragedy. You have some great tragedies that happen in Minecraft worlds, but now we're moving on to projects bigger than most people's worlds. Right, we're going to start with my second house, which isn't that large in proportion to everything else, but it is quite large. It is on a floating island. It's 159 blocks in the air, and I don't use it. It has a furnace room bigger than the furnace room that I said is probably one of the most important buildings in the world. My friend actually was angry that I built like this furnace room in my house. He was like, how dare you? It's bigger than mine. So then he put like the basement on it. That was a whole funny situation because he literally came into this building, stole all the furnaces, and I was like, hey, I spent 2 hours doing that. But now we're moving on to the next biggest structure, and that is a drained ocean monument because of course that is what everyone does for some reason. I don't know why everyone has a fascination with this. This took me months because I remember I took a massive break, and I remember it was Caves and Cliffs Part 2 that was about to come out, and I was like speed running to drain this because I thought like Caves and Cliffs Part 2 was gonna blow up my worlds, but it didn't. And now there's just a random. I tried to make my own. What is those things? Oh, sea lantern farms. I tried to make that my own version, and it as we can see, it didn't work. Like, I don't know why I just didn't use the tutorial, which eventually I did. There is a version that functions, but this is ugly as hell, and I've just destroyed something that was great. But now we're moving on to the second biggest structure, or in construction anyway, my arena. This is gonna be a wrestling arena because I love wrestling, and Jesus Christ, this thing is massive. This thing's gonna have a roof on it as well. And it's concerning to me on how long this is going to take. Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. There's going to be an interior to this as well. And it scares the hell out of me that I've committed to something this large. Because this will be done. This will be done by the end of the year. If I do another video like this next year, this will be a whole fleshed out building. And it will look insane. Now the biggest structure in the world. Oh, God. Okay. Right. This doesn't look that massive right now. But we're going to take this boat, and we're going to ride around it for a while. This thing is a completely insane idea, and I don't know why I committed to it. I haven't even finished it, and it's going to cause so much lag, because my idea is I was going to build a village so large, or a villager trading hall so large, that it wouldn't cause lag, even with 50 types of each villager, which it sounds insane, I know. It is insane. This village, or this villager trading hall, can hold like a grand total of like 499 villagers. Yes, I'm off by 1 or 500. It's so annoying. But that, like 499 villagers. And it's so large that it probably won't even cause lag. I mean, if you're on last gen, so like Xbox One and PS4, your render distance is like smaller than this structure. You physically cannot render in this entire structure. I'm gonna fly up. Look at this thing. This thing's insane. Like, this is so large that 491 villagers will just exist here, and the game won't crash because it just won't render in all at the same time because it is just ridiculous. And it's taken me like 2 years so far, and it will probably take me another 3 because I can't be asked to fill in the roof of this part and get all these villagers up there, which is gonna be a very difficult task in itself, and I really ain't looking forward to doing it. But now we're going to move on to the Mushroom Islands. Now, this is probably the only place in the world that I don't have the most structures on. I probably have, like, the most blocks on, because I have the most blocks on in every part of the world. I mean, this is my castle. I have a base here. I don't know why. This isn't even my land. But, like, it was supposed to intimidate someone, and just look at the size of this. I've got 4 different biomes upstairs. Or no, I have like a farm area and then some marketing area and then the nether, because like if you come through the nether, and then you have an upstairs area that's just like, why? Like, look at the size of this. You have like just a massively oversized beds, some sort of crown situation going over there, like crown chair. What does that even mean? And then you have a mesa. Like, what is happening? Like, this is when you know that someone's just got too many blocks, that they're just like taking the piss. Also, another like furnace area, because I thought that I was gonna overtake this land at one point, so I was like, oh, I need a furnace area over here. I haven't done that yet because the person's still playing, which they'll probably still play forever, I'd imagine. But this is his area. Like, there's some sort of Greek thing going on over here. Like, you've got a museum. I'm pretty sure he said this was a museum. I don't know. I don't really question it. It is a very nice looking building, and then you have a circular building that has like one of the most OP farms. Like, it's a dye farm, but it's so broken, it's ridiculous. Like, just look at that. What is the design of that? It gives you so much dye and so quickly, right? I'm gonna have to quickly detour to his house because it's turning night. But I am on a Mushroom Island, but I'm still gonna detour because he's actually extended the island, so they'll probably still get blown up by creepers. This is his house, probably one of the biggest houses in the world. If you technically count the village a part of my house, nothing's ever beating my house. But that's up to you if you want to include that in my house. Right, we've got the stairs. It is a very nice looking house. It's a very realistic house. Like, I feel like other houses in this world don't go to this vibe, apart from the houses that I built on this island. Because I was going to build like a massive area that eventually had Stamford Bridge in the middle. But it's in the ocean. I can't be asked with that right now. But it is a very nice looking house. Right, now let's go over to, where should we go? Because this area has quite a lot of things on it for how small it is. Actually, we'll go to this tower. This was built in the last week. This is a very nice looking tower. There's a cherry tree going on in here, and you go up here, and then there's there's a library area, which fair enough. I don't think anyone has this amount of books though. I'm not gonna lie. And you have a spiral staircase. I don't think that goes anywhere, so I'm not going to go up there. Because there's so many more things I have to show you, and it's already like 33 minutes into this video. So, right, we'll go down here. Here's a basement area. Can't really see much to going down on here, because like he's used lighting that RTX is beef with. I don't know. RTX is so random, but I do like the end rods. The end rods look really nice. Now we're going to go over here. There's like a fish area, but it also has like a band going on. Like, look, there's like, you have the fishing area and then random band area. I don't know. Like, there's drums. I don't know the context of that. I don't have like my area on this island. Like, it's like just this part here that was in the ocean. You have 3 houses. One of them you may recognize if you've watched my skits, because I actually use these houses as like a launch for my skits, because it is like a realistic house. I don't know, but you have like a very Barbie looking house. I don't know why Barbie's made it into this world of all things, because you have a bloody Trump Tower and then Barbie house appears. I don't know, but it is very nice. I do have to say I did very good with these houses. Very, very nice. Like, they're all mild, like they all look drastically different, because I've used different block palettes. Also, what's going on over there? Why is that Enderman just decided he's living here? Which, to be fair, it's got the vibe of an Enderman's house. I don't know why, because it is like a darker area. But yeah, this is the house I use for my skits, because it's just the biggest one, and in my opinion, this is the nicest looking one as well. Okay, this Enderman is like starting to piss me off because he's gonna kill me. Also, there's a random painting that like I didn't do that. It's a texture pack, but we're now gonna go over to where are we going? We'll go over to that massive house over there. This house is ginormous. Like, it's humongous. Okay, we're gonna first go over here, which, this is my what the okay, I'm not even gonna, why? So this was my watchtower, and it seems someone's decided that they would mess with it, which, I mean, I haven't used this thing in ages, but, like, what, okay, it's clearly that's the humor of a very silly person. But we'll just ignore that. Now we're going to go to this very abandoned house. Because my friend's brother like played the Wilds and this is his house. And then my friend decided to make it look abandoned because his brother's probably never going to play it again. Which, I mean, fair enough. We'll go over here. Oh, it's a very nice looking house in here. Oh, RTX really does this favors. Jesus. Have I just landed on the same floor? I think I have. This is very nice. I have to say, RTX works on like everything. Damn, this looks really nice in here. If it's like, damn. Oh, this area is always confused me. Like, lots and lots of lava. Is this deliberate? So someone like, if someone tries to rob him, they fall in lava and die. I feel like there's a bit overkill. I don't know how this house works. Here I have a storage room. This house is just a ridiculous size. And I mean, fair enough. Like, what is going on? I'm so lost. I've got to exit this house. I've got to get out of here. Let me out. Alright, I'm out. I'm out of the house. You see some floating things over there. That's a squid farm. Oh, no, that's a trident farm. Right, there is another underground village, which we'll go to in the main entrance, because I can't be asked to mess around with that. We also have, like, some buildings over here. I don't really know the context of these buildings, so I'm not going to say much on them. I don't know if there's interiors in them or not. But there's far more important things, like the village that, for some reason, people have, or no. I built an underground village, and now there's another underground village that I don't have anything to do with. Oh, here's another church. This was someone's house. I decided to turn it into a church because I thought it was funny. And now it's got like some sort of angel on top of it. I don't know. It used to be a cross, but now it's an angel. Here's the other underground village. I don't know what's going on. I did an underground village because it was convenient. This is cool, but it doesn't seem convenient. So 10 out of 10 on the idea, but it isn't as convenient as my village. So that's an L. But if we go down here, there's also another storage room that is my friend's storage room. It's very large. It's automated, unlike mine, because I couldn't be asked. Who's going to automate 3 million blocks? That's a task in itself, and I don't think anyone's willingly doing that. We'll go over here, and you got some like biome room. I don't really know the context, so I'm not going to speak much on it. But we're going to now go to the end. It's like that, actually. I forgot to show the shopping center when I went to the Twin Towers. There's a shopping center underneath the Twin Towers because there was one in real life. So I was like, hey, I'm going to copy the Twin Towers in real life and put a shopping center in it. And I have to say, even though it's very much unfinished, it's very nice looking. Especially my buildings. But all the buildings in here look quite nice. I have to say, there's a CEX, JD, there's a H&M that's currently unfinished. Which is one of my friend's buildings. There's a McDonald's. There's a KFC, which I built. Like, I don't know why, but when I'm in, like, in an area with other people's buildings, I go try hard. And, like, look at the level of detail I've gone to this building. Also, RTX makes, like, colored water look sick. That actually looks like a fryer. Then there's the Primark over there. And then you have a Pizza Hut with, yeah, the banners are screwed. You have another Shelby's. I don't know what the obsession is with Shelby's. Like, okay, well, whatever. Well, we're actually going to the end now. Alright, we're in the end. I didn't do a flyover like I do with other parts, because I want to show you I have literally built another world in my world. this was a world with my friends, and it was a very funny world because everyone just kept on getting blown up and whatever. And I decided I was gonna build a world in a world to prove my world's clearer their world. It's just so petty, but at the same time it's funny. Like, this is just amusing. But that's what happens when you play the same world for 10k days. You just kind of go insane and do random projects. Also, that was my house in the other worlds. Like, it worked exactly the same as my world, as my house does in this world. Like, it was purely underground. I haven't actually done the underground part of this world, or this version of another world yet, because, like, that's just painful. But I'm gonna finish up this tour because there's nothing else to show, and it's already like 40 minutes long. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you want to see future content like this, then consider subscribing. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.